Hi Year 5 and welcome to Mrs. Fotu's spelling group for this week. This week is very similar to the word sort that you completed last week. So we are going to be focusing on two similar spelling patterns to last week, and then we are going to add a new one to our repertoire. Now the first thing we need to remember is what a syllable juncture is. And that's when we break up the word into its different sounds, and sometimes clapping will help us. The second thing we need to focus on are the vowels and the consonant patterns around that syllable juncture. And the third thing we need to focus on is the short and long vowel sounds made in that first syllable. So let's start by having a look at the spelling patterns we have today. The first one is VCV, and that is the same as last week. Then we have the VCCV pattern, this time with double letters, same as last week. Now the new spelling pattern we have this week is the VCCV, but with two different consonants side by side, not the same letter doubled. So that's a little bit different. So let's go through the first three examples. The first one is silent. S-I-L-E-N-T, silent. I'm going to break those into their syllables. Silent, silent. I had to do that twice. It's a little bit trickier than it looks. Silent. And now I need to look at my spelling pattern. So I have V, C, V. Now when I'm looking at the first syllable, silent, that's making a long vowel sound in that first syllable. And because it's BCV, it's going to go into my first column. So I am going to highlight it now. Hopefully I picked the right color. My computer's being a bit funny. Oh, a little bit different, but that's okay. You understand. All right, now let's look at my second word, happen. H-A-P-P-E-N. Happen. There is my syllable junction, step number one. Step number two, I need to identify the spelling pattern. So I've got my vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Now I'm going to look at my first syllable sound, hap. That's a short vowel sound. And then I'm going to look at, with my CC, are they the same letter? Yes, I have P and P side by side. So that is now going to be VCCV doublet because I've got the two P's side by side. The third example today, basket. Here we go, basket. Here is my syllable juncture. Now let's look at the spelling pattern. V, C, C, V. Now let's look at the sound that the vowel makes. Bus. So that's a short vowel sound. The A is not saying its name. Now I look at the spelling pattern. With my two C's, my consonants, I've got an S and a K. So they are two different letters, which is why they go under the VCCV different column. Oh, I got the wrong color again, guys. Sorry about that. You understand. Now, I'm going to give you a little clue this week about the oddball, because I know that can be tricky. The oddball this week is water. Now, I'll give you a clue. It does follow one of the spelling patterns. You can identify the syllable juncture. So I wonder what it doesn't have that the others do to make it an oddball. You're going to answer that question for me. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do today is you are going to do the process that I have just completed. Now, you can write these words on your OneNote like I have and identify the short and long vowel sound, or you can do it in your word study book, whatever you find most easiest. But I am expecting that you are writing out each word. So number one, write out the word. 2, find the syllable. 3, spelling pattern. 4, long or short vowel sound in the first syllable. And 5, colour code. Off you go, my lovelies, and you're going to answer the question, why is water an oddball? See you later.